Yo!
Ooh.
Ooh!
Wait a minute. Somebody stole Kay. Oh, no.
What are we gonna do?
It must be one of the Eldritch Horrors.
Here she comes, rising from the sea. Here she comes, rising from the sea. Never fear, never fear.
All hail the clam witch.
From her
Never
shell.
fear, here she
Blessed
is.
be her mollusk.
Sorry, guys. I have to emerge from my primordial goo once a day, and I worked late last night, so.
Oh
let
my
me tell
God.
you,
Look
you
at that
look
post-goo glow
fantastic.
you have going on.
You've
You
got
really
that
look great.
post-goo glow, and you just scared the shit out of Haster the ghost, who just bit a weed gummy, and let's see what happens.
Wow. Lock in, Haster.
boy,
We're going to the moon.
Let's
Nothing
go.
says, a nice calm high, like watching 5 strangers play Delta Green. and
Where
experience
the
cosmic
only
horror.
sure thing is inevitable death and destruction of the universe.
Well,
as we know it.
I don't know. We've done okay so far. I've made it through 3 of these suckers.
Yeah, Dan.
Yeah, must be nice.
Oh,
There he
yeah.
is. Hi, bud.
Yeah, I have thought. I'm like, now that I've done this, now that I've put Sophie in this campaign, if Kaplan has to watch a thing creature crawl out of Sophie,
boy.
we might lose Kaplan. Like I'm concerned.
Sanity wise, yeah.
All right. Well, we are throwing around a lot of hypotheticals. We're throwing around a lot of hypotheticals in this lobby right now.
I mean, just dealing with any of this with your daughter is pretty fucked up.
Fucked up.
That's what we bring here at the Critical Fail DM is
Yes.
fucked
Well,
up family dynamics.
to bring something real into the room that's actually I've genuinely been thinking about is I worked at the restaurant on Saturday, and when I clocked out at like 5:30, I just sat up down at the bar to have my shift drink, and there was a guy sitting next to me who was just a couple years younger than me, and he just started chatting to me about like the book I was reading or something, and I started talking to him, and it turned out he was a Navy vet. He was
Whoa.
a very recent, specifically Navy vet. He was like 31 years old. And I ended up sitting there and talking to him for like an hour. And he hadn't talked to anybody. He hadn't like had anybody to talk to since he came home. And it was a pretty extraordinary, very disturbing conversation where he was talking about like trying to get therapy and like trying to fight off like suicidal ideation now that he's home, and that his sister now wants to join the force, and he's trying to keep her out of it because of things that he saw during his deployment. And I've just been like, whoa, like it's just a game that we're playing, but I'm also playing like the daughter of a Navy vet. And then I sat down, and this guy sat down next to me and shared like some really deep secrets. And I'm genuinely, after having that real life experience, coming back with new perspective towards David, like based on this real life experience. So shout out there, John, like
Yeah.
be strong, bud.
Thank you for that, Campbell. Thank you for sharing that. Like that's really
Good perspective.
Yeah, it's a really important thing to remember when we're role playing this game, right? And that's actually brings me to kind of the icebreaker question I wanted to ask you is like, what are some things that y'all are experiencing playing these characters that you're playing that you don't have a real world kind of anchor to? Being a government official or a worker, or an ex-military combatant, like share something, like what's some things, Campbell, that is kind of opening up for you about Daphne and in the past and Sophie now?
Well, I'll just like that story will be my contribution. And I'll just like, I asked him, when he started talking to me, the question I asked him was, what's the biggest misconception you think about your line of work? And he was like, I think civilians think that we join up because we are like rah, rah, rah fighting for American freedom. And he said, I can count on one hand the number of guys who I knew in the force who joined for that reason.
Wow. Yeah.
Other guy was there, but he said that he was there because his mom was about to lose her house. Every guy that he knew was there because he was trying to look out for his family, because he was trying to pay off student loans, or he was trying to go to college. Like it was a means to an end for hopefully a better life. And he said he paid a heavy, heavy price.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was like, we're in this pretend world, but it genuinely did change my perspective on things that Sophie takes for granted about David.
Mm-hmm.
Kay, what about you?
Can I actually just jump Kay for a second, just to kind of to follow along with that theme? A lot of the inspiration I actually took for David and his issues is from I recently got into a podcast, The Sean Ryan Show, and he's an ex-Navy SEAL, and he interviews a lot of like ex-special operators and things along those lines. So a lot of this stuff I'm pulling from is like kind of like pulled from real life backstories that guys shared on his podcast, because that was a lot of it. Like they kind of want to give a little peek into the window of like what these guys go through, because it is pretty awful.
And there's an important part of that, right? Because you think back to like, I know my dad, right, and my grandfather, and I know that I never got a story out of them. Both served, right? One served in World War II and Korea, and my dad served in Vietnam. And so it's like, they never talked about it. It was never okay to talk about. They never felt like there was a safe space to talk about those experiences. So I think it's great that where we are now as a society and the mediums that we have, like podcasting, where people can actually have these conversations, and it's really, really healthy. It's a step forward, I think, in my opinion.
Yep.
Yeah. Kay?
How the fuck am I supposed to follow that?
That's really unfair to follow.
Yeah.
We're talking about some real shit.
Yeah, like being a real life honeypot.
I mean, it's a lot less effective in real life, I'm sorry to report.
I beg to differ.
It's very effective with the people around this table. But that's about it.
True. Not gonna lie. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry to say that for once I have very little to add to this conversation.
Theater Cat is over here in the chat throwing out a bit of lightness from Theater Cat in the chat, who says she's sitting with Puppy Winnie, ready for some spook. And Puppy Winnie demands belly rubs and says hi to Halfling Winnie.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Winnie. Baby.
The Reese says in the chat, the honey to pot ratio is crazy these days.
Inflation.
Trevor, what about you? Because I think you're playing. I think if you were gonna go into a government job, I think you would definitely go into
the National Forest Service is probably where I would end up. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
I don't know, but Teddy's a good exercise for me to let my freak flag fly. So I don't know. The thing that's outside for him is that he has absolutely no filter whatsoever, because he was raised in an alien hellscape underground with nothing but Dolly Parton's 9 to 5 to watch on a cassette tape. Right. So So Teddy for me is a great avenue for just all of my intrusive thoughts, and I just let them win. And here we are today.
Yeah. I think being the role of like, quote unquote, the handler, right? Which is like this archetype character of like a high level director in the CIA or the FBI, or, the main bad guy in the Bourne Identity movies, the guy who's like pulling all the strings and making everything happen, is like, it's so weird to think that there is actually somebody out there that has those screens in front of them and is actually making really major calls all the time. Probably not as ridiculous as we're doing here on this on this stream, but
you never know.
Never can tell.
You never can tell.
But you never know, and some of them are probably like you know, these ideas in this game of like bonds, right, and sanity damage, and like this stress idea and how it bleeds out into family, is part of the reason why I love Delta Green so much, because it's so real. It's probably the realest part of the game. But enough about that. Campbell, would you be so kind as to take us to our corners, our favorite corners?
I would love to. We're about 18 minutes and 19 seconds too late for the following content warning. So, content warning. Yeah, like heads up.
Nailed it.
Content warning.
If any of that stuff you just heard was triggering, just know that there might be more of it.
Yeah. Just like
that it's not going to get much better.
We're really playing with fire. Like we played with fire, bringing a child to Curse of Strahd, and we're playing with fire, bringing like family members, like the military family members into a deadly situation. And like Ned, you talk about like Delta Green is real, and that's why you love it. And I can't help but think that like even when this group of people is playing the highest fantasy thing or the most ridiculous thing, like we're in pursuit of humanity. So sometimes we touch upon something real. And if we touch upon something that's a little too real for you and you want to take a step away, please do so. We are here, like just before we were starting, like I was walking around the house with my headphones on and Tyler was doing sound check, and I just heard Tyler be like, I'm just playing games with my friends. At the end of the day, we are just playing games with our friends. And if ever our game becomes stressful for you, take a break. It's cool. Yeah. Come back when it's fun.
We'll still be here when we get back.
We'll still be here. We'll also be doing another giveaway. And this time I'm going to kick it to Ned because I forgot where all of my dice went. We were looking around the house, and it was because me and Ned made a very wise exchange earlier this week. So that Ned has the dice now. So
Campbell was very, very smart on that matter.
Show the people what they got to win.
Sure. From our very own Philly Game Shop today.
Woo. Some purple ass dice.
Yes. I'm trying to read the name of it. Gopago dice is what it looks like. Gopago Gaming, but they are super cute.
They're super cute, purple, sparkly resin dice. We got these from Philly Game Shop when we were there last GoonCon. So these are blessed with GoonCon energy. And so stay tuned until the mid-show break, and I will tell you. Oh, I forgot to post something on Instagram. I'll think of something.
Cat, thank you for the tier 1 sub.
Thank you, Theater Cat.
So make sure to stick around for those, y'all, because if you haven't been before, let me tell you, GoonCon magic.
GoonCon is a special thing.
It's
and
real.
These Philly Game Shop dice. Oh my, that is some lovely dice. They're loving it. Great. Stick around, everybody. I'll tell you how you can win in the mid-show break.
If we don't have an Instagram thing, they can post on the VOD from last week. Or something on YouTube.
That's a great idea. The VOD from last week just went up today. Great. Or yesterday.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Sometime. We try. Yeah. Beautiful.
All right, friends.
And this sub to Theater Cat says this sub is brought to you by Puppy Winnie.
Well, thank you, Puppy Winnie.
Thank you, Small Winnie. Are you also big for your age? Take us away, Ned.
So, we cut at the top of this episode. We see the smoldering, still inflamed remains of this car outside of this motel. And the flames are lapping it, and you see the discolored smoke of polymers and nylon being burned that shouldn't be burned, and you see like blues and greens and yellows kind of burning in this chemical fire that this car has become. And you see another car, a black sedan, pulls up, tinted windows. It comes in quick. Stops. All 4 doors open, and 3 men in what looks like white paint suits. So like that kind of like paint suit look, so that it doesn't get on your clothes. It's like really thin fabric, but it's just
what they wear to crime scenes, Ned.
Yes. That's right. That's right, Trevor. You learned very well. And 3 of them go up the stairs into one of the motel rooms. And you see the 4th one begins to go near the car and pull the remains of the driver out of the car. and starts dragging it quickly over to the trunk and opens the trunk and throws the body in. Philadelphia was a breeze. There was nothing abnormal about it at all. I was certainly impressed with Booker and Crook. They definitely pulled their weight. Kaplan is the best. And I mean, listen, one casualty on a mission like that is normal. Completely normal. Alabama, on the other hand, was a near fucking miss. I don't know how we didn't lose more, and I certainly don't know how the media did get a hold of it. We see the three men come walking down from the motel, and they get into the car, and the car peels off as the fire in the of the car bomb continues to go. You know, they say most directors don't even get that kind of exposure. But I sure fucking did. And we see that one motel room blows out as well. And the flames start coming out of the window from that one room. And you just hear the voice of you hear the voice of Portman just go, "Fuck me, man." And we cut back to Washington State as the sun rises on your night of rest. How's everybody feeling?
I was just about to ask, what does a night of rest do mechanically in this game that we are playing?
So, how many of you have hit point damage?
I don't think I do.
You do. I'm gonna give you both back 1 hit point.
Okay, I'm back
for
at
your
max.
night of rest. Does anybody have any willpower damage?
No.
That would be recuperated as well. None of you are exhausted. Olivia, you did not indulge your vice, correct?
Not as far as I remember.
You didn't take your opiates.
Uppers. I'm an uppers kind of gal.
Your uppers, sorry. You didn't take your uppers.
Well, not to go to sleep.
Of course. Just
obviously.
noting that down. Did not take her medicine. Kaplan, remind me, yours was
my question mark.
Your disorder. Did you get one?
Not from last game. Yeah, I'm paranoid.
Paranoid, cool. Okay, so that wouldn't show itself while you were sleeping or anything.
Okay.
Good role playing. And actually, David, I'm gonna give you a quote unquote like an inspiration, because last session you put up a real fucking fight about leaving that guy's house. You put up a real fucking fight, even though there wasn't a ton of evidence that he was going to be a problem.
Or any at all.
And that was your paranoia coming out. So go ahead and take an inspiration moving forward into this session.
Is that what it was?
Is that what you were?
Paranoia what it was?
That was actually, I'm glad you picked up on that, Ned, because that was exactly what I was doing right there.
You better fucking.
You were not. You were avoiding talking to your daughter.
I have no idea what any of you are talking about. It was purely paranoia.
And now I have earned an inspiration.
That's right, for my awesome roleplay. If you didn't hear.
Let this be a note to all of you how to play right into my hands.
Okay. That's funny.
It's Ty. Very, very easy.
That's funny, Ty.
Great. Time is yours.
Ay.
Ugh.
I think the sun would rise on Sophie, who has just come back from a run and is sweaty in the lobby of, what are we, the Red Roof Inn? Where are we at?
Yeah.
Where did we end up?
No, you guys went to something nicer than that.
Did we?
Olivia said that you guys went to y'all
Like a Hampton?
I think Olivia was like, "Oh my God, please, let me just quickly check my BlackBerry and see if I have any Hilton honors points."
Yes. Oh yeah. We were gonna go to the Red Roof Inn because we turned and it was right there, but maybe we ended up back at a Hampton.
Yeah, it was just like we turned around and we saw, like, with the flames at our back, we saw like the Red Roof Inn or Red Room, whatever, and it just did like, and it was like wide shot of all four of us going, "Huh?" And then quick cut to Teddy going, "Yep." Quick cut to Sophie going, "Yep." Quick cut to Kaplan going, "Yep." Quick cut to Olivia going, "Fuck no."
No. Meanwhile, at the Hampton, yeah, I'm downstairs. Just got back from a run. I'm like sweaty, and I've got like a cup of hotel coffee from the breakfast buffet situation, and I'm sitting alone at like a 2-top table with Wells's notepad.
Yeah.
So I got from her fireproof safe a hard drive, a notepad, and a spare revolver. And I would like, and I'm flipping through the notepad if there's anything of note in there.
Yeah. So you are looking through that, and you see that. Give me 1 second. You see that Wells's contact at Potential Holdings was only known as Michael, quote unquote. That's all she has. Michael has reached out, like, you'll see it multiple times on the pad. Michael has reached out to me again. Michael has sent the check. Michael is, like, that's who she's referring to in dealing with Potential Holdings.
The Archangel Michael. We found our Eldritch Horror.
Marmaduke's back. If you're...
Go ahead, Chevy. No, go ahead,
if
buddy.
you've got more to tell her.
Yeah. If there's anything else of note in the notepad that you want to dump on me,
and
then
it also says Michael asked her to monitor Greaves and his activities.
Okay.
To keep an eye on things.
When did he ask that? Is it dated? Is it?
It's dated 2004.
Okay, great.
And then it also says Wells, like, he gives in, like, you see on the back of the notepad, like through the notepad, times and dates that she's extensively surveilling him through the Christmas season, taking photos while they're out, identifying people coming and going from the home. So she was doing some real PI work on Greaves, but it doesn't seem, you're not getting the gist that she's using it in any way. She's just being paid to make sure that it looks like maybe things are running smoothly.
She's keeping a close eye on Greaves and just communicating all of that to Michael at Potential Holdings. Okay,
Bingo.
Great.
Yep.
Teddy.
So I think Teddy comes over to you at your high top with, like, just an enormous, like, a plate piled cartoonishly high with scrambled eggs and bacon and hash browns from the continental breakfast. And he comes in over and he puts it down on the table puts it down on the table and says, "Mind if I join you?"
Not at all. Hungry?
The groundhog is a humble animal, but there are still many lessons from which we can learn. Chief among them being, never turn down a free meal, and when you got a shot at one, stuff your cheeks. And he just starts shuffling food.
I feel like it's just like, and then it just cuts over to me, and I just like,
You want any of this? I got extra just in case I found.
I just take a sip of coffee, watching Booker dig in.
I found it. I brought extra in case I found a friend. You want some?
I'll let you know.
All right. So, what you working on? You got any juicy details uncovered in that there diary?
Well, I mean, it just looks like, they said yesterday that Wells was working for Potential Holdings, and the guys were starting to suspect that the money was a little too good. She was in contact with this guy named Michael, and she was just funneling information about Greaves over to this guy. They were just keeping a close eye.
Golly, the layers on this thing. It's like an onion, ain't it?
It sure is, and like most distressingly, in order for us to get all of this done in a reasonable time, I can't see a situation in which we don't split up to different ends of the country.
Well, splitting up is what we do best.
The handler is making eyebrows at me to suggest that I'm on the right track.
Eyebrows. I don't even have eyebrows.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a face. What do you mean? Yeah.
Well, anytime you sign on to a Delta Green joint, you gotta expect there's gonna be some hoofing involved, but don't you worry, splitting up is what we do best.
Is it? You've done this before?
Oh, this is actually my third rotation in the field, matter of fact. I'm something of what you might call a veteran of the hideous and unknown.
Speaking of veterans of the hideous and unknown, you've worked 3 missions with my dad.
Technically, this is our 4th, because we had one side mission, that wasn't as well publicized.
It was behind a Patreon paywall.
It was behind a Patreon paywall. And there was a lot of background noise in that one. It was a very busy day.
But wait a minute. All joking aside, keep going. Because you're right, Teddy. You've done 4 missions now.
Yeah.
We forget about Fulminate.
Fulminate.
But you've been tapped 4 separate times.
Guess I'm just that good.
But really, why do you think it is?
Well, if you want the truth, Delta Green, the kind of missions that they send you on in this here organization cannot be undertaken by those who are happy and well adjusted. You see, I don't know if you picked up on this yet, Soph, but I'm a little weird. And your dad over there, he's bottled up. He's bottled up tighter than a mermaid's message to a long lost sailor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, being a Delta Green agent, you kind of need a little bit. You kind of need nothing to lose. No offense.
I think take a sip of my coffee, cut away.
Yeah. We cut to Olivia.
Olivia, I think we don't have to cut very far. I think she emerges on this conversation from the hotel fitness center, just dripping sweat and just sort of. I think she sort of tries to not be seen by Teddy and Sophie, but I think they see her. As just sort of
I bet she looks incredible. I bet even after post gym, the hair is slicked and it looks like she's got a full face of makeup on, but it's just a beautiful flush.
And unfortunately for Olivia, as you see her walking out of the gym, you can see behind her in the gym David running on a treadmill. So somebody saw her.
David's up working out too. Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was the first. I'd say he was the first one up, and that was the first thing he did to get away from people. I mean, to stay in shape and to make sure that he is physically fit to perform his duties.
Olivia.
Good morning.
Sorry. Good morning.
Well, how you doing, Miss O?
Better now. Hungry.
He starts shoveling stuff onto it, pushing his cartoonishly hefty pile over to you. Won't share? I got filet just for such an occasion. In case I ran into friends.
Olivia will keep a distance from that overfull plate of saturated fats and make her way towards the buffet, where she sort of combs over the fruit and picks up a grapefruit and looks at it and just puts it back down, and then comes to stand next to the table where you're sitting.
It's not so bad if you plug your nose.
So, listen, I've been going through the stuff that I found in Wells's desk back at the PI's office. This is all still taking me to Virginia and DC. Teddy has been trying to check out this plane crash, which is where? Montana?
The Idaho-Montana border, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, Sophie, I'm much of the same mind as you. I think I'm a little bit torn because I feel like we could learn a great deal very quickly by going to that crash site. But I think we could learn a lot more very slowly if we go to DC.
You like it slow?
No.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. But I also know where my strengths are.
Sure.
Well, Soph was just talking about how we ain't gonna be able to get all this business done if we don't pull a Scooby-Doo and split up, gang. So, I don't know, maybe we should try and identify what the best separate parties would be to go on these separate missions.
Well, like Teddy, you seem to know a thing or two about the woods. Or
I
at
sure
least...
do!
Okay, yep. So, yeah, I mean, that seems like a natural fit for you.
I'll go to the woods, don't worry. he like dad arms and puts a hand on Olivia's shoulder. Don't worry, I'll go to the woods.
I have a certain amount of clearance that could prove helpful in getting access to this P.O. box. I'm feeling like that's the way for me to go.
And I have a certain number of contacts. Also, I do a bit better in urban settings than I do in rural ones.
Okay. Well, Teddy, is there a third location we need to split up into, or should you take
I don't think so. I think
Kaplan
it's just
Senior?
I think it's just the plane crash and then this business over closer to DC. But hang on, let me check the infinite cosmos. And his eyes roll back in his head. Is there anything else we're missing, DM?
He takes some reverb.
I love that. He takes reverb.
Yeah.
He takes reverb. Arthur,
he takes reverb, and then he can talk to the DM.
Yeah.
and it's Ned as Arthur or whatever his name was. And
Arthur, give me some
I can say sounds.
I didn't think that I'd hear back from you so soon.
Well, I just figured I'd saved your whole. Oh, am I too close, Arthur?
No, you're doing fine.
It's hard to measure distance in the war.
So this is, I have to imagine a lot of people watching this feel kind of how I felt right around like a couple movies after Endgame came out. And it was like, okay, if you want to catch up on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you have to watch these films in this order.
Yep.
And I was I guess I'll just...
We're across so many different Twitch streams that have nothing to do with each other.
And I was like, you know what? I guess I'll just never understand what's going on in a Marvel movie ever again. Oh well.
But the vibes are immaculate, and so we carry on. And so we soldier on. But what we were referring to, audience, if anybody doesn't know, is another stream that Ned and I did of one of our video game plays. We played through Red Dead Redemption 2 with Teddy as a voice in Arthur Morgan's head trying to save his soul before he dies of tuberculosis. So there you go. You're caught up on the lore.
Which I think you did. I safely think you saved Arthur Morgan's
Through a
I
combination
think so.
of Teddy's efforts and saying hello to every NPC in the game, we saved his soul.
Hello there. Hello there, lady. Hello,
Haster
sir.
the
How
Ghost.
are you?
Haster the Ghost is just popping off in the chat. First, Haster says Teddy needs only the ghost of an excuse to go to the woods, and I respect him for that. And then Haster goes, "Red Dead dudes, Red Dead 2.
Red Dead dudes too.
Red Dead Reddead.
Yeah.
Redder and deader.
Okay, so the plan, from what I understand, is Teddy's gonna go out to the Montana-Idaho border. Kay, Olivia, and Sophie, y'all are gonna head out to DC.
All three of us. Yep.
All three of y'all are gonna head to David, Olivia, and Sophie are gonna head out.
Oh, I'm so glad
That
you'll
would be
have Kay
fun.
there. She's gonna be she's so helpful.
Kay is a great tour guide when it comes
And
to
just like a great
being on the East
hang
Coast.
and like so fun. Okay.
So as you're finishing up breakfast, Sophie,
I think-
your cell phone begins to. Oh, go
Well,
ahead,
so
David.
right as that happens, I think is when David drops his plate at the table and he's like, "So what I miss?" And then they fill him in on everything, and then the phone can ring.
Montage.
So Sophie, your phone rings.
Oh, sorry, 1 second. And I'm gonna take a step away. Can I see who it is? It's 2006. I can't remember what phones are like.
It's just coming up as a
can say-
Washington. It's coming up as a Washington number. There's no name associated with it.
If you don't have it
Kaplan.
saved, yeah.
Sophie Kaplan. Yeah.
Yes. Hello. Who is this?
Hi, this is Evelyn Wells. I was just talked to by my partner Belton. He told me I just got back into town. He told me that you wanted to talk about Potentia. Yeah.
I would love to.
Okay. I'm a little busy right at the moment. Can you meet around like maybe 2:30?
Oh, meet today?
Yeah. Are you free?
Yes. Yeah. Do you want to meet? I'm staying in the
Don't worry about it. There's a diner in town called Old Saucy. Head on over there. They've got excellent burgers and they do a rack of ribs that's to die for. Why don't I meet you there and we can talk over some food?
Oh, okay, great. 2:00?
2:00.
Okay, all right. Thank you. I'm glad to hear you're okay. I'm sorry about what happened.
Oh, you know, when you get into this kind of work, that's what the insurance policy's for. You know what I mean?
Sure do. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Belton, Belton told me that you were able to get into my desk, yeah?
Yeah.
So you got a little bit of info already?
Yes.
I didn't keep everything written down, so as soon as I see you, I'll be able to give you a little bit more.
Great. Okay. I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you at 2:00.
All right, sounds good. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you. And I just
that
come back to the
sounded good.
table like, holy shit.
What you got?
That was Wells.
Get out of town.
Of desk fame. Yeah, she's in town, she's around. I don't know why I assumed something truly awful had happened to her if she wasn't there yesterday with everybody else. But
Well, we fought a demon baby yesterday, so you can't be blamed for being a little shook up.
I'm still getting used to that kind of. Yep, sure is.
I won't say it gets easier, but it does get less.
Okay. Yep, and I think he says that. I
does
look
get
right over
less.
at Kaplan, and I would in this moment if I could roll an insight check on Kaplan.
Go ahead. Roll an insight check. David, are you opposing that in any way?
Yeah. I'm
Roll
a stone cold mystery, you know.
What?
Yeah, give me a Sophie.
Hument?
Give me a human.
Oh, no, I have
Kaplan,
good.
give me a.
Okay.
Give me just a straight up. Give me a straight up charisma roll.
Oh shit.
Charisma.
So
Oh,
based
God,
off of
I'm
what
not very charismatic.
based off of what Teddy just said about like it doesn't get easier but it does get less, I immediately look over at Kaplan and I'm just just intuiting the way that I would with my own like parent, like how deep in it, what does that make him, what's resounding for him, and I rolled a 51 under 70.
Cool. So you succeeded.
I rolled a 33. Fuck, charisma, so it's charisma times 5.
Yeah.
Over 30.
No way!
Crit fail.
That's a critical fail. Wow,
Crit
I thought you were gonna say.
fail.
I thought you were gonna say under. I thought 100% you were gonna crit succeed.
I thought I was too. I didn't realize I was that not charismatic.
David, maybe it's just the fact that it's early. Like your guard's not up yet. You just finished working out. You know, you've been eating. You know, you're like in the middle of eating food, and you like look up to everybody, and you're kind of making eye contact, and you look back up directly into Sophie's eyes. And you see little Sophie at the soccer match, and your walls just. What does she see in that moment?
Yeah, I think she sees a lot. I think part of it too is hearing her like talking about meeting someone somewhere, and like him not knowing where she's going or who she's meeting. That like also throws him off a little bit, adds like a little worry to what's going on in his head. And then I think when she looks at him in that moment, you see like just something flash across his eyes, and what you read in that is you get better at dealing with it, but it never gets easier. Maybe you get better at hiding it.
What does she see in your face in that moment from what you've dealt with?
Yeah, I think he just sees her he meets her eye, and then he looks down because he can't hold that eye contact because he's ashamed of the father that he wasn't.
Yeah.
Hey, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
Let's just, and I feel like we go through, I feel like this is like the buffet area. There's the automatic sliding doors that lead just outside.
We're also about to split up and go to different parts of the country. So yeah.
As they walk off into another room, Olivia turns to Teddy and goes, "You don't have any kids, do you?"
I don't think so. How do you get kids?
Fuck.
Teddy, as you say that, you hear the payphone behind you.
I've been told a stork is involved. Hang on, let me get that.
And you grab the phone, and it's like...
It's Margot Flipper. She's pregnant.
Teddy! Kidding.
I peed in a pool once. Is that how it goes?
And you just hear on the other end of the line, I don't even think I want to know what you're talking about, Booker.
Oh, what's up, Jack? Oh, snap, Portman. Hey, Portman, you got any kids?
What?
I'm asking, do you have any children? You know, babies.
Teddy, you should know in our line of work that information is confidential.
Well, yeah, but we're friends.
Oh, Booker.
I mean, I'm just wondering, because I don't know. I've just figured if there, maybe you had some personal experience before you put, these two family members on a mission together. I thought maybe there was some angle you was working, familial bonds overcoming all obstacles and such.
Yes, absolutely. But also, exposure is exposure, Booker. And Sophie was exposed. And once you're in, you're in. Does that make sense?
Well, don't worry, I won't expose myself to anybody else while I'm on the mission, Jack.
Good. I don't know why I was even
Well,
worried
anyway,
that would
we are
be a
gabbing
problem.
on. What you got for me?
Teddy, are you heading out somewhere?
So here's the plan, right? Okay. we picked up the trail. I think we're on to something, Jack. We're on to something good. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna, like Scooby-Doo, we're gonna split the gang, okay? I'm gonna go with Kaplan to the Montana border, see if we can't rustle up something from this plane crash. Meanwhile, the gals, they go ahead to DC, see what info they can rustle up over yonder.
Okay. So an even split.
50-50.
So you're gonna need 2 plane tickets, yeah? To Boise?
Well, unless Kaplan's sitting on my lap, yeah.
All right, 2 tickets to Boise. I'll have those ready for you at the airport.
You're a good lad. And for the gals?
Well, the gals are gonna be flying first class.
What? Yeah, that makes sense.
Teddy.
What?
Points.
You can't possibly think Olivia would fly coach.
Well, no, of course not. She's flying in a plane. Jack.
Oh, Teddy,
How would horses even get in the air, Jack? You're not using your head.
Teddy, listen, I don't know about what crashed out there in the woods, but whatever you find, dispose of it. You understand?
All right. Even if it's got fingers and toes?
Everything. Nothing out there should be picked up by the CDC once we give it the okay. And the CDC does come out, and the authorities, they should find nothing.
Sure. Okay, so Give him the old egg on a hot sidewalk in July treatment.
Well, yeah, either that or hell, maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe a bear will have eaten the bodies.
Oh, that'd be good. I'd love to see a bear. Don't worry, Jack. Listen, I can't pretend to have much stomach for this business, but we are good at it. The mission is in good hands. Don't you worry.
Teddy, there's one other thing.
Okay.
Your uncle.
Yeah. You learned something? You pick up a breadcrumb, Portman?
Teddy, he's been spotted out in Yosemite.
What? Really? Like my uncle?
Well, yeah.
Well, that's great news. I mean, there ain't been no word nor hide nor hair of any of them for years. And so, what happened? Who saw him?
Teddy, it's a little bit more complicated than that. Okay, it's
Okay.
I'm telling you because you have exposure. So, when I give you more information when the time is right, you're just gonna have to trust me.
Portman, you're making me nervous here. Okay, what's going on? Give me the straight. Listen, I've been on 4 missions now. Whatever's going on, I can handle it. You know I can.
Something affected your uncle.
What, you mean like the stuff we're chasing down right now? Has he got babies pumping out of him?
No, Teddy. Teddy, let's just say there's a reason why I picked you for your cryptid knowledge, okay?
Oh, Portman, man, you know I ain't about the. I don't like the mysteries. I like fantasy with elves and hobbits. This is all too much for me.
You're still kicking, aren't you, Teddy?
Until I get this cowboy off my back.
Just handle this, and then we can move on to what needs to be handled. Now listen, I gotta go. This line is getting compromised. I can't talk much longer. Your flights are there.
All right, Jack. We'll see it done.
Keep it mundane, Teddy.
And you keep it classy.
To extend the call,
weird.
please enter another quarter.
The whole chat was trying to get you off the phone.
Why?
Cut back to David and Sophie walking through those sliding glass doors outside for a moment.
You got a smoke?
Yeah, I didn't know you smoked.
Oh, shit.
I don't usually, but I feel like I want one.
And yeah, he like slowly takes one out and pulls 2 out, grabs one for himself, and he goes, "You know these things will kill you."
Yeah, I somehow I'm starting to think they're not first in line. And
Yeah.
I'll take a drag and like look down and like kick the ground a little bit. Okay, so what? So you and Booker are going to Montana?
Looks like it.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Olivia to DC. Do you think that's the best thing?
You would know better than me.
I'm asking you.
So if you've always been the smart one, I don't know much other than shooting shit.
Okay. Okay. Look. Before we go another couple 100 miles apart, I didn't care about any of this. I don't give a fuck about Portman or whatever this is. I was just looking for you. Okay?
So, the reason I did this was so you wouldn't get wrapped up in it. Was to keep you safe.
I know. But that's not what I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. No. I don't know. I'm just confused. This is so much weirder than whatever I thought was going on. I just wanted you around.
I know.
Okay, and now I'm getting kind of nervous that I came out here to find you and it's taken us away from each other again. And please don't get infected by a creature that bursts out of your chest. I just don't.
You know I would have given anything to be with you. But how am I supposed to let someone else go keep you safe? Things are threatening the world. How am I supposed to let someone else go do that? How am I supposed to sit at home and let someone else keep you safe?
I hear you. I hear you. I mean, but
every
listen.
day I was gone, I missed you. You, your mother, your brothers. There's not a day that went by that I didn't think of you. I thought I was doing right. I just wanted to keep you safe.
I mean, you did. Like, I believe you. But, I mean, this is... At what cost? At what cost, though? This is one of the longest conversations we've had in years. And I don't know if that's fair or not, because I don't know what kind of shit you've seen. Booker said 4 tours. I don't know if I have any right to speak on this. All I know is I'm still the kid. And at a certain point, what is my responsibility to have a relationship with you when this is what you're choosing? Do you know what I mean? I get that it's complicated.
You're right.
I'm still the kid.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. I should have been there and I wasn't.
This is gross. And she throws her cigarette down and stomps it out and kind of looks at the ground.
Hey, did you clean your gun yesterday?
Yeah. Okay, I want to tell you something that sucks. Do you want me to tell you right now, or do you want me to tell you later?
I want you to tell me now.
Okay. Were you planning on calling Mom anytime soon?
Ever since you showed up, I figured I owed it to her.
Okay, well then I just want you to know something. She started seeing somebody about 9 months ago. Okay?
He's a good guy.
He's fine. He's fine. He's a little bit older. He's just some old guy. They met in a bar. He wants to take care of her. He's retired. It's not the same thing, but they're trying to make it work.
Is your mother happy?
I think she's maybe a little bit confused. I don't know if they're going to get married or anything, but they've talked about moving in together. He's talked about leaving her the house.
Is he good to you and your brothers?
I mean, I really don't see much of him. He's like 70 years old. His name is Richard. I don't want you to call her and get blindsided.
I appreciate that, Soph.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about me.
You know I do, though.
I know.
Okay?
Hey,
Yeah.
you watch your back, all right?
Okay. You too. All right?
Yeah, I got a lot to make up for. I plan on having time with you after this to do that.
Okay. Shake on it.
Yeah.
With that handshake, both of you please increase your bonds for each other up to 7. Okay? Increase your bonds for each other up to 7.
David pulls her in too for a hug when they shake hands.
Oh! Okay, up to 8. Fine. Why don't you? Up to 8. Sophie, how much sanity damage do you have right now?
I am down. I'm just down by 2.
Okay.
Since the start of the campaign.
Give yourself back 1 sanity.
Wow.
David, how much sanity are you down currently?
Oh,
From your max.
I'm at a 50 out of 70.
Okay, give yourself 2 sanity points back.
Jesus.
So put yourself back up at 52. Yeah, that was and that was incredible. You two, that scene was incredible. David, you already have an inspiration. Sophie, take another inspiration for the
Thank you.
acting in that.
Thanks, Ty.
Kay redeemed a quick haiku. Let's save that
I'm redeeming it for myself.
Yes. Go ahead, Olivia. Tell it.
It's Kaplan, call your wife. If you don't, she'll find a big house to inherit.
Oh my God.
Ooh. All right, so we're splitting up. What's going on? Who's doing what? Sophie, remember, you're going to meet 2:30 today. You can't fly out yet. You're going to meet Evelyn Wells. That
2
doesn't
o'clock.
mean that 2 o'clock. That doesn't mean that Olivia can't take an earlier flight and get out there and get started on stuff.
Okay.
So that you fly. I'm just throwing possibilities out there. David, if you want to wait and hang out with Sophie before you head out and catch up with Olivia, that way you can meet with Evelyn too. Teddy, you can leave now if you want. You can do what you guys can do whatever you want, but the clock is ticking.
Someone needs to remind me who Evelyn is.
Evelyn Wells is the one that's going to meet Sophie to give her some.
Whose desk I
Yes.
searched.
I heard of Wells. Yes. Okay. Great. Okay. Cool. I think if Sophie were to fill Olivia in on that little detail, I think she'd want to be there for that. What just happened?
Eeg in the chat goes, also, does Handler have a license for those guns?
I was gonna I got a little cold, but I was trying to show off my guns earlier.
Yeah?
For Sophie Kaplan.
She's got them. Look at those kids.
That's my guns.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you had a license to carry, Campbell.
Look out, everybody.
Click, boom. Yeah. Let me tell you something, brother. Okay. Anyway, we're back.
We're back.
And so what's it gonna be? What are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna go to Kaplan. I'm gonna look at him. It's like, all right. Well, I'm fixing to get up on out of here, head over Boise way. But listen, Kaplan. All right, look, we've been on a lot of these roundup now. I like to imagine we're friends.
Yeah, I guess you could say that, Teddy.
I'll take it. So I don't want to be stepping into no business. I don't want to be stepping into a cabbage patch if I'm trying to grow rutabaga. You know what I mean? But like. Are you sure you won't come with me? Are you sure you don't want to go with them gals? Because I'm just saying, it looks like fate has conspired to bring you and your child back together after so much bereavement forlorn. I learned those words in college.
Fair.
And I'm just saying, as much as I appreciate your company and love having your big strong arms watching my back, I can handle this. I can handle a plane crash. I've been through a lot of plane crashes. So if you want to go with them, I'm just saying, you got my blessing.
Haster the Ghost says, also, David, tell me, how do babies get made? No one will tell me.
Well, you see, Teddy, when a mommy and a daddy love each other very much.
A stork comes out of nowhere and drops the baby on the porch. Yep.
They
I'm just saying,
paperwork
all
and
I mean,
work
Kaplan,
fine.
is, again, I don't want to dig into your business because it is yours, and we are here in a professional capacity. I just mean the stork picked a good one when he brought you her. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Teddy, I hate to leave you alone, but I don't know if I can leave Soph.
Then I think you should follow your heart, Kaplan. I think you should follow it because Kaplan, if I have learned anything over these various misadventures on which Portman has sent us, it is that the only true shield against the unknowable horrors of the great beyond is little love. So you follow that. You chase that feeling, Kaplan. You follow your heart. And I'll take care of this business in the woods. Because that's what God put Teddy Booker on Earth to do. Fix problems in the woods.
And Teddy exits stage left.
Pursued by a bear.
Yeah, Lindsay, I'm really reconsidering whether I should let him go on his own.
Seattle, sir.
All right, great. So I'm going solo. To check out.
Great. Teddy is on his way. We will come back to him after the break. Teddy is on his way to the.
Holy shit!
He's on his way to Boise to get to.
Holy shit!
The Montana border.
This is exciting.
Be careful, Theodore. Jesus Christ.
Be careful.
Okay.
Okay.
Olivia, do you want to stick around or do you want to head out early and?
Well, I think after getting sort of caught up on all the comings and goings and knowing who's going where and being a little surprised and a little resistant to the idea of Teddy being left alone in the woods, but then realizing he spent his whole life alone in the woods, I think she would perhaps choose to get an early flight out and let Sophie and David fly together.
Great. So we will do Olivia, and then we will cut back to Sophie and David.
Are you gonna buy her dinner first? God.
Expectations are high.
Yeah, no, I think no. So like when proposing, when sort of like weighing the options, she looks at this and goes, I really don't want to be like the stepmom in this situation. I'm gonna get an early flight. She doesn't say that out loud, but but Kay says that for the chat. So Olivia, cut to mimosa. Yeah.
Olivia, first class mimosa.
Sleep mask.
Yep.
Olivia, you get a call while you're on your flight.
On her, wait for it, her BlackBerry Pearl 8100. Google it.
Yes, and you have like a little where is it? Hold on, sorry, give me 1 second.
Haster the Ghost says, now picturing Kay as the hot stepmom from Parent Trap.
Haster,
Meredith.
from your mouth to Cthulhu's ears.
Yes.
Everyone picture me as the hot stepmom from just in general.
Yes.
Olivia, you get a call from.
3 guesses who? Let
Not
the
Black Rabbit, you get the idea.
rain fall down and wake my.
Hello, Olivia.
I'm 35,000 feet in the air. These things aren't even supposed to work.
No, they're not, but that one does.
Oh boy, everyone's gonna be looking at me funny. We all get the, how the captain always comes on and tells you to shut off your devices?
Yes.
I never do. What can I do for you?
That's saucy.
Your thing that you told me to look into, you know, the DARPA files.
Yes.
I did a little digging.
And?
MAJIC is not magic. It stands for majestic.
All right.
That's just about what I got. There's one other thing. Greaves had developed a sort of cookbook, if you will. Looks like regenerative cell research. Something along the lines of, using stem cells. But highly classified stuff. Let's just say it burned through 3 computers just trying to get that info.
Oof. All right.
We were shut out pretty quickly.
Well, send the bill to one Jack Portman. But what is the goodness, I have truly, Evan, I have no idea what to take from this. Majestic and stem cell research. I don't know. I'm just trying to follow a money trail. Do you have any names?
Well, that's it. That's all I've got, Olivia. But I'm afraid to tell you, you're on your own on this point. Whoever is concealing this is as high as it goes. Dinner and a drink if you want it. I know you're going to be in town soon, so I figured I'd offer.
You know I'm on a plane.
Yes, and I know where it's going too. But anyway, enjoy that mimosa. It's paid for.
Olivia crushes her phone in her hand.
We cut to David and Sophie walking up to Old Saucy.
Oh shit! Are we both going to Old Saucy? Let's go.
All right, you're going up to Old Saucy. Yeah, Melodic Maria. I need to take a cold shower after this. You go in, and Evelyn Wells, unmistakably, is sitting at like one of the back booths by the window, and she goes and waves you guys over.
Yep. I'll go over and shake her hand. Hi. Thank you so much for meeting us on such short notice.
Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. Listen, you're gonna want to go wash your hands before you sit down. Great food, but this place is disgustingly dirty. They barely ever clean. Kind of gives it a little bit of the character. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
And you are, and she goes to shake
David.
Yeah,
David.
This is my associate, David.
Well, geez. Hate to get in your way. And she kind of like looks you up and down at like the mass of muscle that you are. I feel safer already. Anyway, what do you two want to drink?
Oh, just, we've got to catch a flight soon. I'll just have Diet Coke.
Diet Coke and...
Coke for me.
Coke, okay. Alyssa, and she like starts to call over the waitress as you two kind of head to go wash your hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As we're like walking, I'm just like not even looking over it. Just like, is this so weird? Yeah. This lady seems so chill. I don't know. And then we disappeared to bathrooms.
And then you come out. and you guys head back over to the seats. Yeah, to sit down and eat. And as you are heading over to the seats, David, give me an alertness roll.
Oh no!
Look!
Did I not? Oh dear.
Okay. 37 under 80. Good.
David, you see it first, and it's why your initial instinct is to grab your daughter. And you grab your daughter, and what you both see is you hear it after you see it. You see from the back window behind Evelyn, it shatters, and a bullet goes through her, like her upper kind of clavicle area.
This is Evelyn that got shot?
Evelyn that gets
Okay.
through her clavicle area, blood all over the booth, and she goes face down into the booth, and the window blows out. And we'll see you after the break.
Holy shit!
Oh, shit.
Oh my god,
Damn.
thank God you went with her.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I was
Thank
so
God
close
you went with
to-
her.
Friends, you are in the winning to running to win these sexy, sparkly purple dice.
Okay, I got a prompt.
Oh, go ahead. I was
Okay.
I was so
So-
distressed.
I saw the
Shocked.
panic in your eyes. I saw the panic in your eyes, and I thought I'd jump in.
Go ahead.
If God put Teddy on Earth to solve problems in the woods, comment on our most recent Twitch VOD. Is that right? That's where we're sending folks?
Most recent Twitch VOD on YouTube.
On
Yep.
YouTube. So go to our YouTube. The most recent Twitch VOD just went up there. Comment what God put you on Earth to do.
Oh,
Oh, that's great. All right, listen.
that's great.
Hang in there. It's going to be a fast-paced 5 minutes. We'll be right back. Go to the VOD. We'll see you soon. Don't go nowhere.
Heck yeah. Woo!
And we're back.
Whoa!
Ladies and gents and everything in between.
Hey now.
We've come upon Kay in a candid moment, though.
We have.
Oh,
I didn't see you there. But how opportune that you should find me here in
These
this moment.
vibes are immaculate, Grace. These
Fuck
vibes
yeah.
are immaculate.
Oh,
Stumbled
the
right into
tally
my
host.
secret lair.
when I tell you, when we were wrapping up the Stradcast and we were up in the studio, I was holding Tally Host I'm gonna start crying right now.
The head almost popped off.
I was holding Tally Host so tight. I was like, my boy, he's been on so many adventures.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
gosh.
he'll be on many, many more. He shall.
And he'll be on many, many more. Oh my gracious. He'll be
Camel.
on many, many more. Oh, I have many things to say. And one of them is a winner because we have a winner of these purple dice from Philly Game Shop. Thank you, Philly Game Shop, for hosting us now for 2 Goon Cons, 3 Goon Cons.
Yeah.
And that
They
person
ran us through an
says
excellent game last time we were there this year.
they were fabulous and hosted so very many of us in the past. I have a winner who says, if God put me on this earth for one thing, it's being more than a little bit way into monsters.
Yeah! That's
And
an
that
excellent
person
mission.
is our friend, Haster the Ghost. Haster the Ghost. You are a winner this night.
Hester said they wanted these purple dice. Look at that.
The
Look
monster
at
is
that.
me sliding into your DMs to get your shipping address very soon. Congratulations, Haster. Always holding it down. Hold it down on Twitch. Hold it down in the chat. Thank you, Haster. And congrats. The purple is yours. Fuck yes. Congratulations.
Good work, everybody.
It's
Good
only
work.
right
was
because
yours,
it's only
Haster.
right because purple is a complementary color to yellow.
The king.
The king.
The king.
King. Have you seen the king?
Have you seen the yellow sign? I still remember when you were like, Daphne, as you say the sign, behind Kay, and I go, no, and you're like in the window, and I'm like, God, and you're like behind Kay's head, awesome.
The yellow sign!
Golly,
The yellow sign!
has being a monster fucker ever paid off in such a big way? This is great.
Kuborg
yeah.
makes a note. Monster sliding.
Awesome.
All right, take us away, Nettie. Take us away into a hell of our own making. Here we are at the diner.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes, you are.
I am seeing
at
everyone
the diner.
behind the scenes. You are seeing Ned pull up the Delta Green battle music.
Uh-oh.
It's now playing on our Epidemic Sound playlist.
Where is that one track that is like bum bum bum?
We can't be in a fight yet. We're just splitting. Oh no, you two are in a fight.
We are being shot at.
You
I mean,
two are being
we're
shot.
not,
The
but
fire
Evelyn
is
was just shot.
shooting at us.
Don't you shoot at my daughter.
Thank God you went with her. My God, this worked out for the best.
I will not be done with this group of people until everyone in this room has said, "Don't you shoot at my daughter," and it's about me.
Well, we got the rest of our lives, so I think you can do it. I think you can do it.
Okay. One of these is gonna have to do. I can't keep looking at it. Okay, here we go.
It's all good.
My cookies are in the oven. Wait.
My spinach puffs.
To think my spinach puffs. Thank God David went along to think Sophie would be here alone, and it was Ned's idea for Olivia to take an earlier flight.
Oh, holy shit!
I told Ned over the break. I was waffling real hard. I like when he was like, "You could take the earlier flight if you want to." I was like, "I'm probably not going to. I want to be there for this thing with Wells." But then when Kaplan Senior was going, I was like, oh, "Okay, all right, fine. I'll take the earlier flight." And now look, they're in a gunfight, and I'm in a sleeping mask.
You're in first class.
Oh my God, Theater Cat also just sent me a video of Puppy Winnie, so that's gonna. Oh, hi, Mayfie Movie.
Little guest appearance by May.
Maphis Moofus on the Loofus.
I'm looking for a track that's like.
Yes, Koopa Orc, you're correct. I did mean Daddy Kaplan. Forgive me. How could I? How could I? Kaplan.
We can rock
Senior.
with that, Ned.
Perish the thought.
Yeah,
All
we can
right,
rock
so
with that.
You see, in this moment, and David knows this from his experience. I'm not even going to make him roll. He recognizes a high caliber round from a mile away. And he sees this glass shatter inward, and his first thing is he puts his arms in front of Soph and he puts his back to the blast. As David, you know, a high caliber rifle round, when you see it, one shot came through, shattered the glass outward, and she goes down on the table.
So am I like assuming her fucking shoulder was like blown off and she's done for?
Give me an alertness roll.
Oh. Can I do one too, just to see if she's still alive?
Sure, Sophie, you can do an alertness roll.
That's a 32 under 80.
Okay, great.
Fuck. No, I fail. I'm covered.
Give me 1 second. You failed. David, you passed. David, you grab this and you look over to the left and you can see she slumped out of the like she hit the booth and kind of rolled off onto the side. You get a glimpse at her, she's still breathing. But her fucking left quadrant is all fucked up.
Annihilated.
I mean, it looks like. So, David knows this, and I'll say this for the audience because David knows this in real time. What she was hit with was the epitome of a 50 caliber round. It's meant to take out the target. Done, right? So,
Pink.
had that bullet been center mass, she would have been completely killed instantly. David, because of your military skill, you think the sniper missed.
Okay. So yeah.
Because the sniper was definitely trying to take her out. She's still breathing.
Oh my God.
So as like David and Sophie go to the ground.
Yeah, and like, there's like people are screaming and running around and trying to get out of there.
Yeah, he like covers Sophie's head and he like looks around and he's like, it's a sniper. Stay down. Stay out of sight. And then he like shoves her behind cover, like behind like a booth or something. And then he goes, I got Evelyn, and shoves her behind a booth. And then just sprints towards Evelyn and tries to like, I don't know if she fell under cover or not, but if she's not undercover, he wants to kind of like dive at her and like basically tackle her into cover and then start dealing with first aid.
Can you give me just a general athletics check? Give me an athletics check to do that while also staying low to the ground and out of the sight line of whatever's happening here.
Okay, what is that? Like a dex, a strength?
Athletics is it's one of your skills. It's down there.
Yeah, it's a skill.
Wait,
yeah.
What you talking about? I don't see athletic.
It's a skill at 30% if you don't have anything additional.
I'm sorry. I just can't read. Reading's overrated.
Reading's hard.
That's right, it's hard, not overrated.
Look, I lost all my earrings.
Fiddle earrings gone wrong.
It's stressful.
I'm gonna push
Olivia,
that.
Thank you for Teddy and Olivia. Thank you for being patient while we go through this.
I'm
Please,
here for the event. This is
I am
great.
enjoying the show.
So I just
I
rolled
wish
a
I had
6
popcorn.
Yeah.
I just rolled a 66 over 62. So actually, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Oh, all right.
Let's
My
go.
Baby. All right.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Because I feel like this is a very bad time to fail. Oh my god.
No fucking way.
Triple zeros! You would think that would be good, but it's not. All right, I'm pushing it.
Wait,
All right.
wait.
All right, this is-
Wait,
It's,
Tyler, did you roll 2 zeros and a 0?
And a 0?
Yeah.
Yeah,
fuck
you're
me.
fucked.
Did
Yeah,
you
that's
see
the
my
funniest
emotional
thing ever.
roller coaster?
Wait, that was with inspiration though? You already had inspiration? You had inspiration, I thought.
No,
Also-
so I used my inspiration. Now I'm pushing it.
Now he's gonna
Wait.
push the roll.
So 100 was the better of 2 rolls?
No.
So,
66 critical fail, or 100.
which is also a crit fail.
I
So now
see.
he's
Okay.
Now he's pushing.
Melodic Maria, redeemed inspiration. Take another, Tyler. Take another.
See,
another.
what you just watched was my emotional roller coaster because I did not believe there was any possible way that Tyler's luck could be that bad.
Yep,
I
it is.
underestimated you, Tyler.
It is. Yep.
And yet. And yet.
Yeah!
Okay. Let me
Chat
see.
comes
Oh,
through. Chat
that-
saves lives.
that actually was a crit. 11 under 62.
Fuck yeah! Let's go!
Oh my god!
Let's go!
Thank you, chat. Thank you.
Okay.
That is pretty
All right.
spectacular.
David. What does it look like? What does it look like? Describe it for me. How do you, how do you do this?
How do you almost critically fail twice?
Yeah, so much has happened, I don't even remember what I was rolling on. Was it shooting or was it saving?
You ducked me out of the way, got me into cover, and then
yes,
you were
yes,
going
yes,
for
yes.
Evelyn to get her into cover.
Yeah, so I think it just like that training snaps into effect that morning workout instead of, you know what I mean, getting his body going. So he just gets that, like, he almost shoves Sophie and like uses that to, like, uses shoving her to push himself towards Evelyn to give him a little extra speed, and then just stays low and dives into Evelyn and, like, unfortunately kind of tackles her, but like just like hits her enough to slide right behind a booth.
Yeah.
And then like,
or like
as
to
they're
the wall, to the back wall that's like out of sight of the window or whatnot. As you make contact with her and slide her along the floor, you hear as the bullet just hits the table that she was sitting at, and it just is like there's a hole in the table, and then you hear the deafening boom of the sniper round as it comes flying in. Great. Because you critically succeeded, David. Because you critically succeeded. You get her to the wall, and you lean back against this wall, and you start to tilt your eye out. Can you give me an alertness roll?
Oh my god.
This is without a penalty. You're not gonna get, like, nothing's gonna happen to you, but this is a really important alertness roll. If you can succeed this, on top of, because of your crit, you get this chance.
68 under 80.
David, you see, you in all of your military training, and we've learned this from season 1, you were a sniper. You know what this is. You know what the advantages to being close and picking a target off are, and being up to half a mile away and picking a target off are. You know the advantages and what upper ground it gives you in these environments. It gives you deniability, it gives you the ability to escape, and it gives you the ability to not be taken out by the enemy, right? It gives you the upper hand in all ways of occasions. You also know, David, how to spot somebody in this situation and how to maneuver around them, because you've had to while you've been trying to out-snipe a sniper in enemy combat.
Oh yeah, and he knows the best spot to be shooting at.
So you do that, man. You like you peek around and like I'm just gonna say it a little bit for you. You like look on the ground and you find like a bottle and you throw the bottle out and the bullet comes flying through and hits another booth. And as you do, you like crouch down and look through like part of the damaged siding of the building, and you look out, and about 300 yards away, you see a radio tower, and you see the unmistakable glint of a scope in the sunlight. You know that this target is way too far away for you to do anything of use. You also know that your best bet now is to get as far away from this building and into cover as possible. But you know now that this sniper is like way far away. It's not like they're in a building close by, like that you might be able to pull out your gun and take them out. They are trained professional, far away, removing themselves from the situation for plausible deniability.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what you have. We cut to Sophie. Sophie, it is your move in. You've been pushed into a booth, but you see your dad in his natural environment, man. You see him like doing all the right things, like throwing the thing out, firing, like hearing the round go off, looking, clocking it.
Yeah.
And you hear David yell like, "We're pinned down! He's up in the tower ahead! Stay under cover!"
Yeah.
Yeah. How far away? Should I go after him?
No, he's too far. We gotta find a way out.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna start like. Can I roll something to look for what's our best way out of this situation? And I'm factoring in trying to drag Evelyn's body with us.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, why don't you give me... Why don't you give me survival, Sophie? Why don't you give me a survival roll in this environment right now?
K. Dev Joe, I can't imagine who that would be, says, "It's like that scene in The Last of Us Part 1, Campbell. Kay, are you talking about the sniper in the neighborhood who's shooting from the top window, who's written, shoot, like, you come on my property, I shoot to kill, and you're dodging from car to car?"
Well, if I were K-Dev Joe, that's probably what I would be talking about, yeah.
Because, yeah. And then they switched it up in the show, and it totally worked. Yes.
I couldn't remember if that was part 1 or part 2, but I think it was part 1, right?
It was part 1.
Okay.
Yep, it was absolutely part 1. Yep.
I have played both of those games. I've played both of those games a paltry twice as compared to the 20 plus. I imagine that Campbell's played them.
I wish I had counted. What was I rolling survival, Ned?
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, I only have a 10% in survival. I fail with a 70.
Okay, so you're looking around, and you know what, Sophie? You're gathering. There's the back door There's the window on the opposite side of the diner that you can jump through, and you know the sniper doesn't really have sight line because the building itself is in the way. There's the front door, but you'd have to stick along the building. Every way that you look at this, Evelyn is not coming with you. There's like you're sitting there and you're looking at everything and you're like, how am I gonna drag this woman who's bleeding out away from this? She's going to slow us down. She's gonna make us a bigger target. That's what you do, Zeus.
Dad, I don't see a way out. Bringing her with us.
All right, Soph. Hang tight.
And another bullet comes flying in and hits like another table.
Get out! Get out! Get out!
All right, stay behind cover. I got this. And yeah, so
What do you want to do, Dave?
David's, I'm trying to patch up Evelyn, and I'm like, but when I'm patching her up, I'm looking at her and I'm like, what do I need to know? and I'm giving her that look like, you know, you're probably not making it out of this. Like, what do I need to know?
Okay. Oh, okay. If I see him starting to do that, I'm gonna dash to another end of the building and try and draw fire to another like area.
Fuck me, Tyler. God damn it. Oh, so this is what it feels like when we press Trevor's reset button. Got it.
Right.
Okay.
God, how could I possibly have imagined you would have asked her a question?
Oh, why didn't I think of that?
That's the game, baby. That's the game.
All right.
And we'll
What
be
do we
back
need
after
to
this
know,
commercial
Dad?
break.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
Oh, quick! Pull up another. We need another giveaway. Another giveaway.
Tyler.
We're giving away this half drank bottle of whiskey to the person who can
Don't
give
give it away.
us
I want that.
the most
I
information
can offer
about
these
this.
3 loose playing cards from our home game.
How'd you guys like a wireless Logitech mouse?
And this dice.
It works, I promise.
Probably.
I just have so many.
David, you look down and Evelyn she's in shock. She's really not in her right mind. She's really not in the right place to be doing anything. But she looks at you and she goes, It's got to be Michael. It's got to be potential. They've got to be covering it up. And you hear another bullet comes through.
Get down! Get down!
It's and she passes out.
Oh.
Now you know from being in the field that she is passing out from blood loss. She's not, she's in a state of shock. She's passing out. She needs medical attention in like 30 minutes or she's dead.
Yeah, so he'll do whatever he can to just like tie it off as well as he can.
Yeah. So like I think David is like at this point he like takes off his like fatigue jacket and like rips the sleeve off and like tourniquets the arm upward like around, going, I'm like trying to do it on stream, like wrapping it that way so that the arm is up and the wound is like closed off and it's not bleeding out.
And then, next step is like sprinting across the opening to try to get to where Sophie is.
Great. Give me an athletics roll, David. And at this time, Sophie, you start to hear in the distance, as you hear sirens coming closer.
Okay.
52 under 62.
Nice.
You just, David, you like stand there, like getting ready to run, and you like You do a false start and like throw your arm out and pull it back, and you see, and a bullet comes like right where you were standing and just like embeds, you know, like the fucking linoleum floor tiles like fly up in the air, and you just then start sprinting past it as he's pulled the trigger.
Jesus.
And as you go running by, you hear the like another one comes out behind you as you move out of the way and over to where Sophie is.
Yeah,
Sorry, Chad. I have not figured out how to put this on repeat, so I'm just gonna keep doing it.
Oh my God.
I dive in there, and then I'm just like hearing those sirens. I'm like,
Yeah.
we just got to make it till he has to leave. We don't have to last much longer.
All right, stay here or try and get out the back.
And from there, I can see a window that I can like get out of his sight line, right?
Yeah, you are out of his sight. Yeah, I think you and Sophie have made it to like the other side of the diner. You know what I mean?
But then if I like go out a window, I can like circle around out of the sight line, or would I then be?
Sure, you can. Yeah.
So
I think you could easily with the butt of your gun just like break the window behind you and hop out. Yeah.
Yeah. So he like breaks it, and then he looks at Sophie and he's like, "Stay here. Give me a minute. Look after Evelyn.
Be careful."
All right, I'll be back. And then he just pieces out and tries to. So I'm trying to, hearing the sirens, I'm assuming this guy is now going to be trying to flee. So I want to try to loop around, and I want to try to catch him leaving.
Okay. You hop out the window and you loop around and you go to the, to the right side of the building, and you do the same thing. You pop your eye out and you actually get like all the way down on the ground and just kind of look from ground level up at that building. And David, give me an alertness roll.
Come on.
Just because you guys are getting so much information currently all at once. A lot's being revealed right now.
18 under 80.
Amazing. Never in doubt. Not once.
We're never in doubt, not once.
David, you see come in from this radio tower, you see what looks like a private helicopter just with like a ladder drops down, and you see somebody climb onto the ladder, and the helicopter just goes off.
Do I get like any markings on the helicopter? Anything?
Black. It's a black helicopter. You know, David, you know that these guys are fucking professionals. They're doing everything the way you would do it. You're like, God damn it, they thought of everything. They thought of everything that I would have fucking done. She's, whoever this person is, he, she, they are so far away that I can't make anything out. They're far away that the cops can't even triangulate where they are when they fired the bullets. Like, they're not gonna find the rifle or the casings for like a week. You know what I mean? You're thinking it all through, and you're like, touche, as the bullets, but you see it. You see them going off. So you know a couple of things. You know it was a lone shooter. You know that they had help, right? They got the helicopter. You got some good information there.
Yeah, for sure.
You deduce at this point that as the helicopter goes away, you are mechanically out of combat, and you deduce that you're a little bit safe. Safe for the time being.
Yep. Yeah. So hearing the sirens, David like sprints back in, like checks on Evelyn, tells Sophie that we're safe, and then I think calls 911 anyway. Tells them there's a gunshot victim, and then once the ambulance and everything shows up, he wants to go check out that tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll wait with Evelyn, like putting pressure on the wound while David goes out, waiting for her to get
as you guys are standing there, you see three cop cars roll up and an ambulance and a fire truck, like they all, and immediately as you guys are in the building, the cops get out and they go, freeze! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands!
Hey!
Yeah, come out slowly! Let me see your hands!
Our friend here needs help.
come out where we can see your hands. You know, like they're in mode right now where like your best bet would just be to like throw your badge out, have your hands up. And so you do so, and they, you know, they come out and they do the, you know, the precaution. They put you on your stomach, they put your hands behind your back, they start patting you down, and they see your badges and they go, oh, geez. There's CDC, they're in town. And, you know, and so like they get you back up and they go, what happened? What happened here?
This is my dad. We were just having lunch, and this shot came through the window and hit the lady in the booth next to us.
We got a woman down, and you see the ambulance, like you see the paramedics go running in, and they're going to help her, and they're like doing work on her, and the cop is like, what happened? Did you see where the shot came from?
I don't know, man. It might have been a drive-by. I don't know.
A drive-by? You think so? You think somebody drove by and shot
I just
the place up?
I heard a shot and I saw her go down. I don't know, man. I don't know what happened.
All right. Well, are you two okay? Are you two hurt in any way, shape, or form? Or do you need help? Do you need assistance?
I mean, I think we're all right.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, all right. Why don't you two sit down for a moment? Let's get her out of here. Come on. And you see them like going in, and then you see the cart coming out, and there's like blood on the cart as she's coming out, and they've given her medicine. They've got an IV going. They get her into the ambulance, and it like flies out of there. And the cops, you know, one of the cops comes over and goes, okay, you didn't see anything? You didn't see anything at all? You didn't see a shot fired from any direction whatsoever? I mean, it would really help us if you saw anything at all.
I heard a bang and a scream, and I saw her on the ground. Like, I don't know what you want from me.
Okay, all right. And you, miss, did you see anything at all?
He tackled me as soon as the glass broke. I didn't see anything. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. Why don't you two sit over there? Do you have all of your belongings?
Actually, I think I left my purse inside. Can I run in real quick?
Yeah, let me make sure that. Hey, Jenkins, can you take her inside? She left her purse inside. And you see like a younger officer kind of come running up and go, yeah, go ahead. And he has his gun drawn, and he's.
I'm gonna run over to the booth that Evelyn was in and see if she left her purse there.
Yeah, you are.
Never said a man to do a woman's job.
I'm gonna give that a luck roll. You see a handbag sitting on the booth.
I grab it and I'm like, thank you so much, and then I go out with it.
Great. Okay, cool. Charm Fantasy, thank you for the raid.
Charm Fantasy says, freeze, suckers!
You'll never take me alive, Tommy!
Just made it out of a high stakes situation where they were pinned down by a sniper.
Holy shit.
The cops are currently here investigating the situation. They're gonna try to find their way out without giving up too much information. That's kind of where we're at the moment. And then the officer comes over to you, David, and goes, okay, listen, I'm gonna give you both my card. You might hear from a detective in the next, 24 hours. If you remember anything at all, anything about the shooter, what they looked like, anything like that, please don't hesitate to give us a call. I'm gonna have this EMT check you out and make sure that you're not under shock or any duress, and then you'll be free to go. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
whatever you need.
And then a bunch of cops come over and start quarantine, sectioning off everything and wrapping everything up, and an EMT comes over and checks you, David, and is like, hey, are you okay? Like, did you take a wound or anything? Young girl, and she's like checking your eyes and she's like, okay, Can you follow my finger real quick? Okay. Sir, do you feel chills? Do you feel like you don't know where you are? Do you know what day it is?
No, yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. Alrighty. All right, I'm just gonna take your pulse real quick. And she grabs your hand, and she's checking your pulse. And then another younger guy comes over, Sophie, and checks you and says, Hey, mister, you okay? I'm just gonna check you out, make sure that you're not in shock or
Listen,
any sort of duress. Okay?
I promise we're all right. And we have to catch a flight. Do you mind if this has been a lot? Do you mind if we go ahead and head out?
Yeah. Well, yeah, sure. If you're absolutely certain, I mean, I just want to make sure that you're not gonna get hurt or that there's anything, that your body
I think we're good. My dad's a veteran. I would really like to get him out of this situation.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry to keep you guys.
Good
and
play.
Then the MTs give the officer the okay, and they're like, okay, listen, if you need anything, please just don't hesitate to call us, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, and you two get in the car and drive the fuck out of there.
Jesus,
What?
I think I'm sitting in the passenger seat with Evelyn Wells's blood all over my hands and her purse.
So,
I also
you're
want to go check
your regular
out that
Jackie
tower.
Onassis.
yes. So, time out.
What'd you say, Tyler?
He wants to check out the tower.
Yes, yeah.
So, before you go any further, because we were in the heat of the moment, I forgot a few things.
Oh,
One,
God.
Sophie,
Yes.
can you please give me a sanity roll? Because you're not adjusted to violence like that.
No.
And that situation was pretty gruesome and brutal. David, you're gonna forgo the sanity roll because you're adjusted to violence like that.
I rolled a 69. Nice.
Nice.
But that's above my 59.
Not
so
nice.
I failed. Not
Less
nice.
Sophie, would you give me a D4 roll, please?
Wait, so time out. Before this happens, is there anything David, as a father, can do to comfort his daughter and potentially take sanity damage instead?
You can after she makes this roll.
Okay.
You are a bond.
You can.
That's
You are a bond.
Okay.
There's a way to make this. There's mechanics in the
My
game for
camera
this.
has gone blurry with tears.
Huh.
Oh, the tears. It was too much. The emotion was too much for the camera.
Yeah. Too much beauty and too much emotion.
It's okay. It'll refocus in a moment. Sophie, your D4 roll, please.
A 2.
Okay. So how does this sanity damage manifest? You're looking at your hands.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I really am sitting in the passenger seat with bloody hands holding this purse. And there's a realization of in trying to survive this situation, we just lied and took anything that we needed to take. And my hands start shaking. And I'm just trying to keep my hands from shaking. And I think that David starts to hear my teeth start chattering. And I'm just I want to be using this moment to go through her purse, but instead I'm just clutching it close to me and I'm freezing.
Yeah. David, what do you want to do?
Yeah, and he leans forward, and even though it's way out of his emotional range, I'll say, he leans over the dash and just puts his hand on her hand. And I think that's more than David usually does. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's a big gesture for Sophie.
Yeah, I think I would just it's almost more shock to have your hand there. And it just changes my breathing. I got my own dad over here looking out for us, you guys, and I'm just so chuffed right now.
Yeah. Okay. Sophie, the option is yours. You can spend 2 willpower points to project this sanity damage onto your bond with your dad. So you can pull from your 8 back down to 6, and you won't take any sanity damage. Or you can roll a d4 and leave it up to the dice. So you roll a 1 or a 2, you only project 1 point of sanity damage, and you take 1 point of sanity damage. You roll a 3 or a 4, the full sanity damage goes to your bond, and you don't take any. Or you can take the full brunt of the sanity damage. But mechanically, that's how David has helped you in this moment. He has opened the way for you to be able to project it onto him as your bond and as your fellow player.
He has tried to pull it from you.
Yeah. So you can either roll a d4 and let the dice decide. You can give him the full brunt, or you can take the full brunt.
I think that comfort that I'm receiving is the sacrifice that David is making right now. Like that it is actually how much you know what, like making a connection in that way is a risk for David. And I think that I will take this.
Okay.
As a realization of that.
Okay.
You know, not that he's just been withholding, but that every touch is this much of a risk for him because this is what he's been going through, and I'll take it.
So you take full 2 points of sanity damage, Sophie. David, give yourself 1 point of sanity back as you continue to be more human as the episodes continue to go on. Cut to
Sick. Good job, Ned.
So
Teddy Booker.
Teddy's on the plane, and he's on the little screen he's watching on the little screen. He's watching Children of Men eating peanuts, and he's just like, I can't believe I never heard about this before.
It's a great movie.
I guess they all forgot how babies was made too.
And we see the stewardess comes over and just gently goes, "Would you like some more peanuts, sir?"
Yeah, keep them coming. Give me like 20 of them.
And would you like a beverage, perhaps? Something.
I like the way you're thinking. You know, all the salt from these peanuts, they making me thirstier than a goldfish at a gold fry. So yeah, bring me, you know, your finest grapefruit juice, please.
We have apple and cranberry.
Can you put them together and tell me it's grapefruit?
Sure. She
Thank
just
you.
kind of walks to the back.
Every time you open your mouth as Teddy Booker, my heart breaks.
Yeah.
Ned,
little bit
you
more.
have, from Auntie B, GM disadvantage.
Wow.
Next time it's important to you.
Whoa!
That's good to know. That's good to know because as we head into Teddy's section of the evening. So let me just put that right over here. All right. And we see the plane. We see the bottom part of it as it hits the runway. Yeah, that shot from the runway as it comes down. And we see David, we see...
Does Teddy clap when they land?
I think Teddy... I think Teddy hears everybody else do it. I don't think Teddy's ever, well, have you, Teddy? Have you experienced that before?
He's been on a plane before, but
You
maybe
have?
not something casual like this. But yeah, if they all start doing it, he'll start doing it too. Oh, hey, good job.
I was just imagining with Teddy, like a plane landing is such a miracle of technology that
right.
even a really basic, even a really like smooth landing in nice weather when everyone's like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, when do we get off? He's like, wow!
Wow, I can't believe it.
Ree made it sound perfectly. He's clapping at the end of the movie, but everybody else is clapping when the plane landed. It's excellent.
That's great.
I mean, this was a great flick, but I still don't know how babies is made.
Yeah, you're clapping
That's
and
the wrong
everybody,
kind of movie.
and Teddy's just like, was everybody else watching the movie too?
I liked when Clive Owen was sad.
He's always sad.
Yeah, you're gonna need to be more specific there.
Yeah. Ree, take an inspiration.
You can use it at our next Dark and Tides
Yeah!
Perfect.
If Trevor will allow it, absolutely.
Yeah, just transfers over. Teddy sees through the multiverse. Why shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Teddy, you land at the airport, and it's about a 3-hour drive to get to where this crashes.
Oh, I should have thought of that.
However, you can pull from your resources possibly to get like a helicopter or something, but you would have to make a couple phone calls.
No, I'll drive. No need for all that curve. I feel like that's going to draw more attention if I'm going in and out of there in a helicopter.
A couple of very important questions, Teddy. Do you have a bank account, a driver's license, and a credit card?
Well, I must at this point. If I went to college, I must have all those things at this. Season 1, he did not have all those things, but I think by this point he's set up. So yeah, he's capable of renting a car, though this may be his first time.
Awesome. So you go up to the desk, and a nice young woman is sitting there, and she goes, "Hi, what can I do for you today? Welcome to Hertz Rent-A-Car."
Hot car, please.
Do you need?
I need to drive to a plane.
You need to drive to a plane.
Yeah. So I need a car that can go into the woods. Do you have any of that nature?
Well, let me real quick. Hold on. And she starts looking on the computer, and she goes, "We do have a 1999 Jeep Grand Cherokee available."
You know, I have an associate's degree.
Really? And what's it in?
Forestry. Thank you for asking. Nobody ever asks.
You'll do just fine out here in Boise.
That's why I'm driving into the woods.
Well, I guess you'll be wanting the extra insurance then if you're going to be driving into the woods, yeah?
Oh, thank you. That's very helpful.
And do you want us to fill up the tank for you, so that you don't have to worry about it?
What? That's also very helpful. What's your name?
I'm Charlize.
Charlize! Well, you just brightened my day like a sunbeam onto a rain puddle.
Oh, well, thank you so much, sir. You know what? Here's my card. And she kind of draws a circle around the corporate number at the bottom. And it's like, if you would be so kind as to call them and just do the quick survey at the end of the call, that would really, really help me with my boss.
If ever anybody was going to do a survey.
Too sweet, darling, and thank you so much for setting me up. I'll be sure to let them know they got the best Stern rental car employee on this side of the Mississippi. Maybe the other side too. I just ain't never been over there.
Great. So give us about 5 minutes. We're gonna get it all cleaned up for you, and we have a snack bar over there if you would like something.
Whoa!
And smoking is no longer allowed indoors. You'll have to go outside if you want to smoke.
Oh, okay. I'm all good. What about Tiger Bomb?
Tiger Bomb?
Yeah. Can I do Tiger Bomb inside?
I'm not familiar with Tiger Bomb.
Oh, it's good in tea.
You've never seen the dance? It's sweeping the nation.
Or at least it was in 1995.
It was in 1995. And as
everybody do that Tiger Bomb. If you don't know it, just ask your mom.
We cut to. Let me focus. We cut to Teddy driving his Jeep Grand Cherokee down the highway as.
God, how have we done this?
Daddy, give me a drive roll.
Don't. Oh God.
Hoisted on my own petard. Okay, hang on.
This is where, the drive roll is where all of our campaigns go completely off the rails. Then again, what do we have to lose?
Teddy, I kind of want to forgo that. I think you know how to drive.
You drive good enough.
I know. I got it. A 19 under 20. I got it.
He got it.
Hold
and
on,
you know
Teddy.
what? I'm gonna go ahead and say that Teddy drives like overly safe. I think.
No, that's actually he's like 10 miles under the speed limit. Yeah.
Right, and he's got two hands on the wheel.
This is like Trevor. You're so safe. It's so crazy.
I drive 10 miles over the speed limit. That's just not fast enough for you.
It's very efficient.
I'm not going to drive less safe when I have you, precious cargo, in the car.
No, Ned, shut up. Have this fight. Popcorn. Keep going.
Oh my God.
You are advocating I drive less safe.
No, I'm just saying when somebody is trying to merge, they want you to go faster and not slower. And you don't need to wait and you don't need to give people the right of way. You have the right of way. That's all I'm saying.
We'll be right back after this.
Campbell's, Trevor, Campbell's thoughts on roundabouts. Go ahead.
Well,
Anyway, so we have this image of Teddy driving, and we just see it's just this great image of Teddy driving, and we hear on the radio "Plush" by Stone Temple Pilots is playing. Which, if you know that song, it is exactly the type of song that in the Northwest, Pacific Northwest, you would be hearing on the radio in this time period, in 2006. And we see him driving and just kind of listening to the music of STP. And we then zoom out from the car, and there's 5 cars behind him, all laying on the horn for him to merge over to the other lane because he's in the far left lane. Just kind of.
everybody's so happy to see me today. This is great.
People are driving by. Move over, asshole!
Have a great day, man.
Good luck to you too.
Man, people in Montana sure is friendly.
Teddy, we're gonna get to. You start to get away from civilization. You start to get on back roads, and I think once or twice you pull over and you use the road atlas and you make sure that you're on the right route, and you are. And you finally come to a point where you see a black car, unmarked, 3 men standing outside it, and they're in the center of the road, like keeping the road from being accessed.
Uh-oh. Looks like I'm gonna have to go into stealth mode. And I get some mud from the ground and I smear it under my eyes and I dip into the bushes.
Nice. So you pull the car over, like into the brush.
Yeah, I pull and then I get out and I like get it and I start like army crawling through the bushes up to it.
Great. You got good survival, right, Teddy?
Oh, the best.
Okay, cool. So we'll use that as your kind of operative skill here as you're going through it. So you sneak past these guys, no problem. But as you keep going, you see that there's a pretty wide perimeter. There's, lots of men and they're in suits. Like it looks like FBI's already out here. Looks like FBI's already out here. Looks like CDC is out here making sure nobody gets near it. Why don't you give me a survival roll to get kind of, you're in the muck, waiting.
Happily.
As people walk by you step by step.
Happily.
Melodic Maria says, "Oh God, not men."
The worst.
Anything but that.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I got an 83 over 72.
Sounds like maybe you want to push it.
Push it.
Okay.
Push it.
I push it real good.
Push it real good. All right, 35 under 72.
Phew.
You're camouflaged in the brush, and like you go to put your arm out, and a foot steps like a quarter of an inch away from your elbow, and you're like, as he keeps walking by you.
Oh, Dolly, I'm gonna need your help on this one. Let's go.
You get past all of this, Teddy. And once you get past a certain perimeter, you see the crashed remains of a CDC flight in the woods. Wings are gone. The abdomen of the plane is pretty much what's still left. The cockpit is about 70 feet away from the body of the plane, detached.
So what I'm looking for are if something is being removed from the site by all of these guys, or I'm looking for like scattered like cargo boxes, or more specifically like containers meant to hold, because this is a sample of something that was being transported, right?
Correct.
So I'm looking like for those cooler boxes or anything to indicate, something to indicate the storage and transport of delicate materials.
You sure are. And like, remains, like, you could look for the black box. Like there's anything is possible, but yes, your main mission coming out here was to find those samples because they were being transported.
If Teddy finds the black box, he's gonna be like, now why don't they just make the whole plane out of the black box?
Seems like a logical. Anyway.
Seems like a huge oversight on the aviation committee.
Dimes to donuts. Man was never meant to fly, so what do I know?
Thanks, Kay. Thank you. Yeah. Abdomen equals fuselage. Thanks.
There we go.
It's okay. I went to the gym the other day and I was really working on my fuselage.
Do you have an inspiration?
Well, it shows.
I don't.
Good.
As a matter of
Anyway,
fact.
I'm kidding. Take an inspiration.
Damn! Ree says, my seat is in the thorax.
Whew. All right. Anyway, time is yours, Ted.
Well, so those are the things that I'm looking for. What do you need me to do?
Why don't you give me a search?
I'm looking. Can I do a plot roll to find the plot important thing?
No, you can give me a search.
Great, I'll do that.
I only want to find the important thing.
I roll for the business of furthering the plot.
Okay, that is a 48 under 64 for my plot roll.
Nice. On your plot roll. On
my
your
plot
search.
roll. Yeah. I forgot about the black box. What was the black? That's like a hard drive or something, or yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Black box contains the video footage from the cockpit. Mm-hmm. It contains the GPS coordinates of when it went down, like exactly where it went down.
If you've watched Yellow Jackets,
mm-hmm.
you then,
Teddy, I think this music is playing as you're walking through the husk of this plane.
So I've like snuck through and I'm in the interior of it.
Yeah,
right?
you're in the fuselage
okay,
and you're just kind of like, huh.
You found a ukulele in the cargo hold.
It's built very much like an ambulance on the interior, being a CDC flight. And you notice that there's a table, like a not operating, but like a science table, similar to what you had back at the university. And you notice that the cabinet that reads samples on it, do not open, is shattered wide open.
I didn't listen.
God damn it.
Bless it. How could I ever kill this character? How could I ever
Sir
kill
Bison's here, everybody. Sir Bison's here, redeeming inspiration for Teddy's next plot roll.
Ooh, thanks, babe.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Sir Bison, because it just so happens, Teddy.
Uh-oh.
Plot is nigh.
Can you give me a really big alertness roll?
Really plot important.
My antennae are up. Okay. Well, for this important alertness roll, handler, I have rolled a 44 under 71.
Yeah!
So I have done it.
That's big good. That's big good.
Okay. Teddy.
Yeah.
Number one.
What do my Ted eyes see?
You make it to the cockpit and you notice that trigger warning for gore here.
Ooh.
You reach the cockpit and you realize that only one of the pilots is in the cockpit. What's left of the pilot. The lower torso of the co-pilot is still in the chair, but the rest of them is gone.
Like their upper half?
Their upper, like from the waist up, is gone. In the left chair, there is, at the base of the chair, a shoe, part of a pant leg, and the entire area around the pilot section is covered in blood. If you want, you can give me a science roll or like a medicine roll or a first aid or something to kind of start to deduce what happened here. I know that you, Trevor, kind of have a feeling, but I can give you the exact information if you get this.
It would seem this man held in a sneeze too long.
And then he shit himself and sneezed at the same time. And we all know when that happens, you explode.
I'll get you every time. Okay, I got a 76, so that doesn't bode well for my science roll.
Unless you're a Meredith Wilson fan.
76 over 11.
Oh.
You have inspiration though, don't you?
You do have inspiration.
I am loath to use it when my number is so low. But I can try.
I leave it up to you.
All right, I'll try. No, I do not. 42 over 11.
Yeah. You look at the scene, Teddy, and you're a little stumped. Lost Ray, we are playing Delta Green.
Hi and welcome.
Hi and
Hello
welcome.
and welcome. Ooh, Delta Green, a kind of X-Files-y adventure, and right now we're investigating a fucked up plane
Modern
crash.
day Cthulhu-y, a little bit more military, a little bit.
Loves Delta Green, they do.
Fantastic. All right, well, I hope you don't mind that we are taking it not at all seriously.
I'm taking it pretty seriously. We have some
pretty serious shit, but we like to laugh and dick around while we're at it.
Let us know if you know what happened in this plane crash.
Yeah, please do.
If you know something we don't, call in. Teddy, as you're looking around and you're looking at like the gore and the situation, and like maybe in a jokingly manner, you kind of like stick your head out the cockpit window and like look out the front, and you're like, well, I don't see your other half. You know, you're kind of like trying to justify a means to an end here. However, you do remember what Tibble Greaves' body looked like. And you do remember what Amanda Griffin's body looked like. They looked like they were missing parts. They looked like they were, yeah.
So I think that these guys got a babied. They got babied. Baby came out of these pilots, both these pilots.
You would deduce that, seeing that the samples are no longer in the cabinet.
Right. So you say missing parts in the same way. Not that these are the parts they were missing, but just that these bodies also got exploded and a baby was born.
Or that they got
babies get born.
Jesus, sweet Christ Almighty!
All right, y'all. We solved the mystery. Everybody go
This
home. Wrap it
whole
up.
season is about teaching.
That is way more violent than I thought it was going to be. I suppose it's like a bee sting. You know, a bee can only sting once, but
Thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for checking out the stream. We'll see you next time. And
Melodic Maria says, "No, it is not."
I know from personal experience, that's not how that works. So, Trevi, thinking more clearly about it, Teddy really starts to think, well, it's not just the baby coming out, it's the fact that the sample is what touched Greaves's hand. And once the sample touched his hand, that's when the things occurred with him.
Right.
So the fact that he came in contact with whatever was in that sample in any way, shape, or form is what led to this thing happening.
Yeah, right. So that means both of the, well, one or both must have been playing around with this stuff, got a little bit on their on their skin. That got them pregnant, and then maybe they got the other one pregnant from their baby. So golly, that is a God, man. The nature sure is beautiful.
Pregnant. Give me a very important intelligence roll, Teddy.
Shit. Okay. Well, if it's very important, Ned. Well, if it's very important,
we're gaining. Okay.
Well, if it's very important, I'll get a 26 under 45.
Yeah.
Teddy, you're looking at all this, and we have these joking moments of Teddy being Teddy, and then he stone colds and he looks up at the camera and he goes, "All right then." And he looks out the back. You look out the back of the plane and you go, "So where's the baby?" Cut to
Probably.
Olivia.
Where indeed?
Olivia, we see your plane.
People clap around her and she goes,
Ooh, Theater Cat. Ned, do you and us need to make sanity rolls from that? Trevor.
What?
I'm going to ask you, because you and I as player and DM on either front have pretty good rapport. Do you think Teddy would roll a sanity roll in seeing all that gore? Do you think he's adapted to that?
He's seen way worse. I think I've actually adapted to violence.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't you? Are you? If not, why don't you check that off? Actually,
I am adapted to violence.
You are. Okay.
Damn.
Great. So then you don't
Over
take
the course of these many years, Delta Green, I'd say he's got there.
Yeah. And you know what? You don't. Haster the Ghost hovers over disadvantage. Nah. Yeah. Yeah. I think you're good, Trevor. Absolutely. Anyway, back to you, Olivia. Go ahead. Talk to me.
yeah, well, okay, so I'm going to DC, right? So, okay, so she gets off her plane and, okay, so, all right, knowing that she's going to, well, assuming she hasn't heard anything about the events that have unfolded while she was in the air, meaning, you know, the Kaplans back in the greater Seattle area with their near-death experience, I think she would, assuming nothing notable happened while she was in the air, she would get off the plane, go get a cab, and probably just go back to her apartment.
Okay.
Yeah, go set up her home base. She's DC based.
You go back to your apartment, and what do you do there?
She pulls out her laptop. It's 2006, so probably, oh my gosh, this is pre-Unibody MacBooks, but probably a MacBook of some variety, and starts doing... Were they still the clear plastic back then? I'll figure that out later. And she'll start...
They might have been.
I had a MacBook in 2009, 2008. That was like the white plastic. So this might have been clear plastic era.
Sorry,
we were off from clear plastic.
Vamp for a second. I gotta take care of something real quick. Hold
Great.
on.
Okay, so yeah, she'll go back to her apartment. She pulls out her MacBook. Actually, while we're vamping, I'm actually going to figure out. Okay, 2006 MacBooks. Let's figure it out. Let's grind the show to a halt and figure out. Oh, I literally just Googled 2006. Okay, cool. That's gonna get me.
What was happening?
I
Too
think
late.
we were on from the clear plastic.
We were on from clear
there.
plastic. Okay, they were a lot sleeker. We were on to like the white or black. This was back when you got a MacBook and you get white or black. When I was in college, I got a white one. Because I remember I got to college and I had because I was always a Windows kid growing up. And I got to college and Windows Vista had just come out and Windows Vista sucked. So I was like, screw this, I'm getting a MacBook. So I got a MacBook. And then I was like, MacBooks suck. So I got a years after college.
To this day, Kay still doesn't accept Windows updates on her computer.
I don't even use Windows anymore. I use a MacBook for work and it's not one that I paid for. It's one that work provided. Anyway.
Oh my
so
God, Hexafire, take an inspiration. Kay, Olivia, as you come into your apartment, there is a nice note on the bed, a bottle of Dom Perignon, and a small single rose.
Oh my God.
What does the note say?
You open the note, and all it says is, dinner at La Hiere's, which you know is a very nice French restaurant, at 7:30.
Okay. She, all right.
Evan.
Of course. We all knew. All right. What time is it now?
Let's see. 6
It was
hours,
morning
right?
when I left, right? It's 6-hour flight.
Just enough time to do a seal shave and put on a face of makeup.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well,
yeah, she
hold
just
on,
like
let's do the math.
She
real
does like
quick.
a
So you left in the
full chemical
morning.
peel.
She pulls a Bruce Almighty. She
molts.
Like throws her arms back.
Yeah, she sheds a layer of skin.
Well, let's do the math real quick. So you left. We'll say you left at like 9:30-ish, right?
From Seattle.
6, so that's 4.
Plus 9 because I'm traveling ahead. I'm going west to east.
Right. So
I lost time.
Fuck. You're not gonna make it.
Oops. Evan needs to check his data a little better.
I want to make this work. Let's work this out. Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. You keep this date with Kay, goddammit. I would change time and space for a date with Kay.
Let's say you caught a 9 o'clock flight and you shaved 20 minutes off the time because you caught a good slipstream. So we'll say that you made it there in 5 hours and 45 minutes.
Okay.
Plus time zone, plus 3 hours.
3 hours.
So 8 hours and 30 minutes. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got about 45 minutes before the date.
That's to get back. Well, I still also have to get back to my apartment. Assuming it takes like probably 45, 30. Let's say it takes like 45 minutes to get back to my apartment. So like I'm there and that note says dinner's in 10 minutes and Olivia does not hurry.
Love it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Make him wait.
So I think we can make it work, but Olivia's going to show up when she damn well pleases. Because
what are we thinking? Are you going to make him sweat for an hour or like 30 minutes or like what?
Yeah, we'll say 35. Only because I don't put like put on a full face. I do like foundation, mascara, a light lip. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
What am I wearing?
What are you wearing?
Ned is asking this. Not Ev.
I'm wearing some Lulu yoga pants and a TCA running shirt.
Come on,
Okay.
Khakis.
What does she wear? She wears remind me what time of year it is. It's like spring, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, it's spring in 2006. Oh God.
Spring 2006. Diane von Furstenberg. I'm googling.
But remember,
actually, though, DVF is an excellent
restaurant.
choice. DVF is an excellent choice. So a wrap dress. She's got a DVF wrap dress on.
Okay,
You
excellent.
better fucking believe it. Yeah, a great pattern.
You walk in. Campbell, why don't you throw an image of that in the Discord, if you can, for our followers so that they can get an idea of what she...
Yes, y'all continue acting.
Yeah, and you can file spoilers.
Nice,
That way
please.
people can get an idea of the dress you're talking about. It's a very specific dress.
That's perfect. Yeah, it's exactly that. A DVF wrap dress.
Olivia, you walk in and the piano is playing, and sitting at the bar is Evan, and he's got a dirty martini in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just smiling at you, and he just goes, "Good thing I made the reservation for 8:35.
You know, Evan, it seems like with the sort of with the amount that you're tuned in to goings on in my life, you could really be putting this towards figuring out the money trail that I've been asking you about.
I could. But would that be fun?"
You and I have very different definitions of fun, Evan.
Yes. I like to see you work. I like to see how good you are at your job. I like to see you doing what you do best. It's invigorating. Something I've always liked about you. That's why I tapped out of this one. Also, my own well-being and my own career. Don't get me wrong. But everything that you need to find out, you're capable of finding out without me. You don't need my help. You'll take it, but you don't need it.
Evan, I don't need you to tell me how capable I am. I'm well aware. I had hoped that maybe you could help me do this with less of a time crunch, because that's my big concern.
The time crunch. Ma! They're flirting with the other girl now. They were flirting with the first one in the first half. Now they're flirting with the second one.
Yes, the other woman, TM.
Yeah. Less of a time crunch. Yeah. Olivia, you're digging in some very murky pools of water, shall we say.
Again, Evan, while I appreciate you looking out for me, I don't need you to tell me things I already know.
Yeah. The law firm is a shell company. I mean, you'll find that out when you go to the office and you realize that it's in a building that has 30 yellow pages sitting on the inside of the door. It's a shell for funneling funds. And it looks like it's being used for uncouth things. But you're going to need to dig deeper than that. And that, I actually can't help you with.
I can respect that you have your career to look out for. I can respect that you're a public servant. I can respect that you need to keep your hands clean. I got sick of all that. That's why I left the public sector. Put yourself in my shoes, would you? Where would you go next if you were me?
If I were you.
If you didn't have to do 3 days worth of paperwork for every 1 day's worth of investigating. If you didn't have to have a skip level with the DOJ, what would you do next?
Ned, just because y'all are in an intimate scene, can you turn the music down by half? Beautiful.
What would I do next? I'll have another. Do you want a drink?
Don Julio 1942. 1 cube.
You heard the lady. Where would I go? Well, the first thing that I would probably do is I would probably look into Marcus Silverman and Green, and I would look at one of their specific associates of a Michael Croft. That's what I would start with.
Michael Croft, Marcus Silverman and Green.
But I would go to Marcus Silverman and Green first.
Hope I can read that later. Can't read it now.
We've heard of Croft already, right?
We have, yeah. Can you remind us? What was the Croft, or was it just part of the whole paper trail thing?
It is. Croft is the one who is funding Potentia Holdings.
Yes, okay, and Potential Holdings are the ones who are funding the lab, Greaves Lab.
Everybody else, yeah.
Yeah,
okay. The lab, the lawyers, everybody. It's all coming from Potential Holdings.
Okay.
But I would look into him.
Was that so hard?
Well, no, but you know, you said, were I in your shoes, Olivia? The only difference between my shoes and your shoes is that if I step on a landmine, my name appears in the obituaries. You have got to be careful.
That's not the only difference, Evan, between your shoes and mine. The other one that you're forgetting is that mine have a 6-inch heel, and I'm walking through the minefield backwards.
Well, I certainly hope that it's already been sweeped then. Because where you're going, I can't protect you.
Noted.
It has nothing to do with my career, Olivia. It has to do with my life. There's certain things that even us black site workers aren't cleared for. You know this. You used to do it. Just you're doing it now without the resources you used to have while you were doing it. So I do love our occasional textbook one night stand and late night dinner. I just would hate for them to start ending or come to an abrupt end.
Oh, resources are nice, Evan, but resources come with rules and strings. I do better with a blank check.
Yes, I know this. I know this, Olivia. Are you hungry? Or did you just want a Manhattan lunch?
I just got off a plane from the Pacific Northwest. I'm famished. You don't expect me to eat at the bar, do you?
No, I'm pointing toward our table.
Oh, thank goodness. She'll grab her purse and get up and move towards the table. Yeah.
And they head toward the table, and we see these kind of cut scenes of them sitting, and Evan ordering another bottle of wine, and the steaks come out, and they're cooked medium rare, and they're fantastic, and the bill comes, and Evan doesn't even
what's
look
the
at-
last thing we see?
Evan doesn't pretend it's your secretary. Evan just, we see the bill come, and Evan hands the credit card. He doesn't even look at the bill, and the bill goes, and it comes back, and Evan will walk Olivia back to her apartment and stand outside and just go, well, as always, I had a lovely evening.
I think we're still in montage mode as Olivia sort of goes to open the door and sees that he's still standing there and kind of rolls her eyes and grabs his tie and pulls him into the apartment. Yeah! Door closes.
And that is where we will end tonight.
Yay!
We'll throw him a bone. He's earned it.
Man, what character do I have to play to get Ned to flirt with me like that?
Oh my god! I know. At one point, I was looking at.
Mouth high, you hot
Holy
stud.
shit! I was looking at Ned's face, and I was looking at Kate. I was like, I'm very lucky to be here.
Abster Pointo says Careless Whisper plays. So friends, thanks for joining us this evening for episode 4 of
That was fun. I know.
Awesome.
Here we are. We've
So
made it
fun.
to our. I loved it. A heavy character development and roleplay focus episode. That's perfect.
Oh, so
With
fun.
still a little bit of mystery, but this is really fun.
A little bit of firefight too. A little bit of fire going on.
Yeah,
we
hell yeah.
got it. We got it. All the classics. Everything.
We got it all.
got it all in tonight.
Remember to mark your skills that you fail. Remember to roll.
That's a good
1d1.
reminder.
I don't think I rolled a single die tonight.
Remember
It's
to
a
do that
good
for next
reminder.
episode. You're Olivia. You did a lot of role playing, but you got a lot
That's
of
true.
good information.
Wait, are we doing improvement checks every episode? Because I do have some X's I could mark off.
Yes,
we are.
please
I'll
do
do that for next time.
improvement checks every episode. So anytime that you fail a skill, mark it. When the episode ends, before we play the next episode, you roll 1d4 minus 1. That is what you add to that skill for failing.
Great.
You are
Great.
bettering yourself as you move forward. Another one of the mechanics that I love, it's kind of like naturally leveling up over time. One of the things that I love about Delta Green is that, when you fail stuff, you actually fail forward. You move forward with your character's development.
Unless you're like me and you roll a 1 on your D4, you get no improvement. And you can be the same average player you were before.
DC's hottest club is called Episode 4, and this place has everything. It has romantic rendezvous. It has family reunions. It has firefights.
Amazing.
And that's it.
Going. I love it. I
It
want more
has
of it.
Children of Man.
It has Children of Men. Yeah. Hexifier says, oh, yeah, it's all coming together. And Abster Pointo says, love this
yeah.
episode. And
all
Melodic
good,
Maria
yeah.
says, Trevor, you said, what do I have to do to get Ned to flirt with me like that? And Melodic Maria said, he did, Trevor. You were a surfer.
Oh yeah.
And you blew me off. Anyway, There'll be more chances in Hellmouth High. Anyway, the point is, we have reached the end of our episode tonight. If you are new here, please follow us. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on YouTube. Check out our Patreon. We are Critical Fail DM. We do all sorts of goodies. We're all over the place. You're catching our Twitch stream of the season, so to speak.
This is season 3. If you wanted to watch more Goon Files with some familiar characters and some who have now retired or died, you can go back and watch 2 other seasons of Goon Files. It also heads up that this week we released a new episode of Darkened Tides, which is available on Patreon at our $10 Artie's Animal Companions tier. It's fabulous and features Ree, who's hanging out in the chat right now. And then coming up this weekend, we've got another Strodcast episode coming out. And also this week, we got an exciting thing coming up this week. We are recording our post Strodcast Q&A episode with Beth May, which I am just getting so tender and excited about. Very exciting. So there's lots of Goon to take in. And comment and rate and review. This is me. It's me, Campbell, Kay's best friend.
She's back.
And it would make Kay, my best friend, who gave me this heart necklace. Hers completes the heart. It would make Kay very happy if you would rate and review our podcasts. Thank you.
It's true.
Please, on any platform you listen to, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, any of them, rate, review, download.
On any platform, but mostly Spotify and Apple Podcasts, especially like Spotify. Actually, I was wrong about this. Spotify, they only care about the number of stars. Apple Podcasts, you can actually say something.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I don't care what you say. You can give us 5 stars and say, could be better. But like, just you could like the title could be A and the text could be BCD. Like, I don't care. Just like leave us a review, please.
5 stars.
If you hate us, leave us a review. If you're like, these jokers, they don't know a dungeon from a dragon.
They suck.
They don't know a dungeon from a dragon.
Go on and leave us a comment that says they rolled a nat 20 on their brain check. And because that engagement still helps us.
Or go to TikTok and fight with a rules lawyer in our comments.
Yeah.
Come on. We love it. Yep.
5 stars. That Ned guy is a loser.
To bring us home, Haster the Ghost says, I know y'all said taking a weed gummy wasn't a great idea, but to be honest, it's been lovely.
Yeah. It's all for you, Haster. It's all for you.
This message approved by Stoner John.
Yay!
All right, coming up this week, tomorrow, nada. Wednesday, me and Trevor are back for an episode of Biohazard 2.0 here, same place, same Goon time. And then if you're not going to catch that, that's totally fine. Catch us here in the same Goon place next week, 8 p.m. for episode 5 of Goon Files, Operation Viscid. We love you all very much. We're going to see y'all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.